And getting us back over here. Because we were drawing hands and foundations. No. Well, we were. Foundation, yeah. And I found another one of your examples. You must have never taken any work home because I've got one hanging on the board now. Okay, so today, why am I yelling? Okay, Monday. In class people and, oh, that's not us. My virtual people and my face-to-face people, you all have a few things to be working on. I'm gonna show you. Oh, I'm sorry, I like way close. Wait. Okay, so today you went to your, no, not there. Announcements. So today, Monday, August 24th, if you are live Zooming with us, which is no one, but if you were, you would have found how to get to it through here, which might not be working. Okay, so today you are first day of sketchbook assignments that will be graded Friday, and you have a discussion question to answer after you watch this little art element slideshow, which should be a review, and then draw some elements and draw the elements in your sketchbook, which I'm getting ready to show you. So sketchbook, so after you get there, you're gonna go to modules, and way down here, where's your sketchbook? Right here, sketchbook assignment. You are today drawing the Last Supper. So today in your sketchbook, you're sketching this image and you're writing this information below. All right, but tomorrow you are not drawing, you're just adding this information to it. Does that make sense? Well, does that make sense? What I just said. Your sketchbook. This is 20 points a day to add up to 100 points by Friday. Does that make sense to everybody?
What is this sketch?
Yes. So every day you have a sketch to do. Every day. They're due Friday. So you should have, in fact, I don't even think you have one Friday. Friday is just it. So you only are doing, you're doing 1, 2, 3 drawings. And then on Friday, you're going to come here and you are going to add your, you're going to photograph your sketches and add them up here and submit. You can do it all on one page, however creatively you want to. Absolutely. Good question. Okay, so today what we're doing, in addition to, I hope everybody is still working on their U project. That's where I'm having some struggle here with, because I would really like, and I think I'm going to email everybody, I would really like all my virtual people to somehow, try to get into one of these live Zooms so I can see what you're working on, to give you some suggestions or see what's going on. I didn't want you to think it was like a just a one-day thing, but hopefully some of you are still working on this project. I mean, this should be like a longer project. It would probably even be a week long if, we were full-time in this class. So the U starter kit, and I also have showed y'all before that I'm doing it as well. I don't know if you can see, but here and then traveling, I'm trying to make one of these myself right along with you. Okay, so today what we're going to do very briefly, and then you're going to have some work time on all of this that you have to do. I don't know why I keep getting out of there. There's your sketches. You don't see all that because you would be overwhelmed. Okay, what are the art elements? This should be reviewed to everybody. We're going to watch this little presentation right here. Hopefully. Good. All right. I know. Who's yawning? I mean, gracious. I'm going to bring a unicycle in and ride it. Okay, so this should be a review. I'm going to kind of go over it a little bit, you know, somewhat quickly. Line is a path of a moving point through space. It can differ in length, width, texture, direction, curve. There's 5 kinds of lines. This is all art foundations. So, in fact, Will, you're actually in like an advanced, because I know you've already had intermediate as well. So, you know, 5 types of lines: vertical, horizontal, diagonal, curved, and zigzag. This should be all reviewed from everybody. Shape is 2-dimensional area that defines space somehow. You have geometric shapes, which are mathematically derived: square, rectangle, circle, triangle, any shape with width and height. Organic shapes tend to be my more favorite. Any type of thing found in nature, anything that is not a right angle or, you know, some sort of geometric shape. Form is a 3-dimensional object. So different than shape. A circle would be a shape, a sphere would be form, a square would be shape, a cube would be form. 3-dimensional, you can walk all the way around it. Form has height, width, and depth, like this floor cake over here. Walk all the way around it. Even though you can't walk all the way around this, it still has form, it's dimensional. Space refers to the emptiness of an area between, around, above, below, or within. You know, so all of this is space. I don't know how much we got into perspective in our semesters. Areas defined by space around and within them. Like, I know we all know that, you know, this part of the sculpture is positive. This part is, oh my goodness, I've been standing over the entire thing. Sorry, y'all couldn't even see all the little things I'm, you know, pushing to. Negative space here. Can you see, Arturo? I know you can't now. Space, Stonehenge, things that are occupying, taking up space. You have 2-dimensional work. And that's why in that function, in that, when you had to draw the pencil sharpener in the foreground, middle ground, that's kind of where this was coming from. Things that are in the foreground, things that are in the middle ground, things are in the background. We create space by having these items in it. You know, foreground here, middle ground here, background here. It's a way of achieving space. Color, an element of art derived from reflected light. So you have hue, you have value and intensity. Value is the lightness or darkness. We definitely got into that. Hue is another name for a color. If you went to a paint store and you were going to paint your, you know, bedroom, they might say, well, you know, what hue would you want? And hue would be the name of, I want a cobalt blue. Intensity deals with the brightness or dullness of a color. So this little orange area here is dull compared to some of these other orange areas that are high intensity. We have primary colors, red, yellow, blue. We have secondary, purple, violet, green, and orange. All of this should be massive review, even probably from elementary school. Value describes the darkness and lightness of an object. It can have color, as in this Picasso old guitarist. This would be monochromatic, if we remember. Mono meaning one, chromo meaning color, one color plus tints and shades. Here's some value here in this photograph. Almost done. Texture, it's hard for us to get all into texture all in foundations. Refers to how things feel or look like they may feel if you touch them. So you're kind of tricking the eye. Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night is very texturally. You can sense that it has a whole bunch of little ridges and dashes. Same with this sculpture here. Same with this sculpture here. You can tell that this material is gonna, in your mind, feel like what that type of animal's fur would feel like. So that's just a very brief overview of the art elements. Should have been very easy for you. Today, in addition to working on your U project in your sketchbooks, I want you to take those 7 elements and creatively show me that. So line, shape, form, space, color, value, texture. You know, if you're at home, you got magazines, you want to look for that and cut out and paste, or if you simply just want to draw 7 squares and, you know, show me line, show me space, show me form, that you have to do. And then you also have a discussion question. Should be very easy. There's a discussion question under the slideshow. Let me shut this down. Right here, discussion, elements of art. You definitely want to do this today. It's very easy. Take a look into MC Escher's work above. What element of art stands out to you and explain why. So that is your discussion question. You need to make sure you're doing that today. Do your sketchbook assignment, and hopefully somehow be getting in touch with me about your U project. I'm going to spend the rest of the class going through what has been submitted, and try to email and talk to my virtual people. So this will be, I will put this presentation up by 4 o'clock. I should have it up earlier. Know that you have your sketch assignment to do. You have the 7 art elements to design somehow in your sketchbook. You have this discussion question to answer, and we're working on our U poster. So look, we already have people. Jaden, awesome. You're already in there. So that's what you're doing. Any questions from my virtual peeps? Okay, good. I'm going to stop this.